Hi, I'm Lynn Bridgeford. I'm here in the south coast of England at a lovely retreat on the Fourth Sister, and I have a bunch of beautiful yogis with me, and we're here to retreat from life, to restore our energy, just to have a wonderful time and get in touch with our bodies and our lives. So we've started with some Ashtanga yoga. We've been doing self-practice where everybody works at their own pace, and everybody's been doing it different lengths of time. We've got people here who've done it maybe for a few months, and some who've done it for 20 plus years. And we've done some fun sessions, like we did a session this morning with all sorts of balls and belts and wheels. It was based on opening the back. So a few of us have back issues, so we wanted to really get in touch with the back, how we can open the spine, how we can lift out of it and lengthen to give us strength and to use our core muscles, so that rather than retreating from life, in that sense retreating from enjoying ourselves in our life, we retreat from the outside world to come into feeling our own bodies and regain our strength and our center, so we have more capability to enjoy the beauty of moving in a body and feeling what it's like and the empowerment. So I heard from one of my students that was quite intense but good. So everybody works at their own pace. We also did a session on pranayama, that's breathing, so it's very much getting in touch with the different parts of the lungs and doing different exercises to connect with the lungs using mudras. Mudras are hand gestures, and they might seem like airy-fairy things that don't do much, that Indians made up years ago, but when you actually experience what happens with using a certain mudra and it makes an effect on your breath or something else in your body, there's no denying that the ancient wisdom of what happens with engaging a mudra and connecting with the brain and how that connects through all the 70,000 nadis to the body, it works. So it's beautiful to work with that and really have some fun as well. There's some crazy things like Tarzan breath, which is a real thing, where you beat the lungs and you wake everything up with sound. And there's nobody without a smile on their face by the end of Tarzan breath. It really is fun and it is a real thing. So there's many different techniques, and we're working really to get in touch with the lungs. The breath is number one. And we will do more self-practice. We will do some partner work. One of the things that's really important is the community feel. And when we come on a retreat together, that everybody works together and everybody does their little bit. Nobody is setting rules about how to do this or that, but everybody helps each other in some way. And there's an energy with the people. We're a community. We're doing things together. We have space to do things by ourselves. Beautiful countryside out here to go walking from. If I stood up, we can see the sea. And this community energy where everybody helps each other, it just kind of happens because we're spending a weekend retreat together, doing our own thing, but doing it together and going off on our own. And there's also a lot of fun and laughter, and I think that's important. One of the things I've invited people to do is to do some cleansing. Now, there are some quite dramatic yoga cleansing that I think belongs on a very long retreat, and what I've invited people to do is something quite simple. I brought a bowl that has lots of things in it. So there are things like tongue cleansing, which may sound gross, but it's actually really nice in the morning to give a little scrape of your tongue to clean it. Take a bit of salt in warm water in a neti pot, and we pour salt water through the nose. It's an amazing feeling. Just gently cleansing. There are more advanced ways of doing it, but just gently cleaning. Then we take some salt water and we gargle. So we have the basin. It's not just to hold things in. It's designed for a foot bath. So we have Epsom salts, magnesium sulfate. If you eat it, it'll be like a dose of salts. We have bicarbonate of soda. It's a natural, I can show that side. It's a natural antihistamine. It's very good for cleaning things. We can clean our bodies as well. As an alkalizer, we can put a little bit in our water just to alkalize the whole system, as long as you can cope with the sodium in it. But in a foot bath or in a big, nice, deep hot bath, a cup of each in warm water, soak your feet, get them warm, ease them out from the country walks people have been having, and let all that magnesium soak into your muscles, help calm them down, help all the bicarb detox and keep everything nice and alkaline. So what else did we have here? We've got lots of different powders that we put together. There's many different things. What have we got here? We've got coconut oil. It came in a big jar, but we've packaged it in little packets just to give everybody a taster. We've got cinnamon, we've got ginger, we've got garlic, turmeric, chaga mushrooms. What else have we got in here? Oh, raw cacao. And there are many other things in here to help the immune system, to help the digestion, to warm us up, to cool us down, to help the immune system. So they're just cayenne pepper, that's a very good blood cleanser. So as long as people can tolerate them. And we had a bit of fun last night testing out what people could tolerate. So we also have some silver, which is very good for, it's an antimicrobial. It used to be used before antibiotics. It'll kill parasites, fungus, virus, bacteria. So we can put it in our eyes, nose, ears, mouth, throat. And we can put it on the skin, although it is a little drying. There's saline solution. Somewhere in here I have a little eye bath. So we can, don't know where my eye bath's gone. Oh yeah, there you go. We have eye baths with saline solution. So we can rest our eyes and soothe them. A lemon, very good for the liver. It's another thing we had in the powders, milk thistle, good for the liver. And I gave some write-ups. I've done some blogs on a lot of the powders and the potions and written about lemons. My blogs at the moment are on WordPress, just under Lynn Bridgford. So there's many, many things I've written about. I've written about lots of herbs, spices, stress, the adrenals, how to deal with Christmas. And I've also written a lot about osteopathy, things like sciatica and neck problems, Texter's neck. So have a look at my blogs if you want to see any of the information about these things. And what else have we done? Of course, we're looking a lot at the vagus nerve. There's a lot of focus on the vagus nerve at the moment. It comes out from the base of the skull, goes down. Its vagus is because it's vagrant. It's the longest nerve in the body. It feeds down to the heart, to the lungs, to many organs, and down to the upper digestive tract. And it feeds information back to the brain. Why is the vagus so important? The thing is that if our vagus system, if our vagus nerve isn't happy, we can feel agitated, we can feel less than calm, we can feel agitated in our digestion, our liver can be grumpy. So taking good care of our vagus nerve is very important to feel calm and healthy. So a number of the things we're doing here this weekend help the vagus nerve. One is not tongue scraping, but gagging. So when we scrape our tongue, we're bound to gag a little. So that gag is very good for stimulating a good function in the vagus nerve. Another one is the gargling. Another thing that's really, really good for the vagus nerve is doing pranayama. So we've been doing lots of that here. In fact, when we do the yoga, the Ashtanga yoga, we do Ujjayi breath all the way through. Another thing that we haven't been brave enough to do because it's a little cold, well, I haven't, and that's at the end of a shower to have a really cold shower. That helps the vagus nerve as well. There are other things that we're going to be looking at, but it's a very simple gag, gargle, little bit of a cold shower, help your vagus nerve. The thing is, don't believe me, the most important thing in any learning is to do it for yourself and over a period of time and see if it works, because people say lots of things on YouTube and on the internet, and a lot of them are true. We're all a little different in how things work. It's really important to take the things that resonate with you, work with them yourself, and find out what works for you. We're all slightly different. Although we live in very narrow parameters of life, we have those differences in what's good for us. So, the other thing we've been doing is eating wonderful food. Meal times, we've arranged what the meal times are, and the staff were a little worried that we might be late for meals. That's just not going to happen. We make sure we're here for the meals because they're delicious, and we work everything around the meals. We work around having free time, having fun. There's a lot of camaraderie with everybody, even to the understanding of maybe they just need a bit of space now, let's let them be. Or somebody might sit down on the couch, close their eyes, meditate, just not engage in conversation. That's the beauty of a retreat. It's the respect for everybody else. And for me, I feel really blessed to be able to share the things that I've learned with this wonderful group of people, and to just watch them enjoy and grow and blossom and laugh and have fun with it. And the idea is to enrich their lives, that they go away from the retreat enriched with better knowledge, with better health, feeling like they've been rejuvenated and restored by giving themselves the time to go inward in a light-hearted yet deep way, to connect with what each person needs that takes them through what we're doing, to come away feeling like something has changed in a positive way, that they can take the skills. Everything here is not just for the retreat. All these little gadgets that we have, they're an inspiration to take away and work with whatever works for the person, so they can use it in their life and continue that little essence of the things they've learned at the retreat, to have their own daily retreat for a few minutes, whether it's doing some of the cleansing exercises or some of the pranayama or some of the very, very effective core exercises called Uddiyana and Nawali. And they don't take long to do. So what we're aiming to do is to give the inspiration to take the skills and somehow build them gently into life. And it's amazing what you can improve in your life by taking 3, 4, 5 minutes a day to do some of these exercises.
So in our yoga class, Lynn invited us to join her on a yoga retreat. I've never been to a yoga retreat or anything like this before. She said it would be fun, challenging, we'd learn lots. I took her at her words, and I've come along to this fabulous location, and true to form, she has taught us a lot. We have experienced a lot. We have certainly enjoyed the dynamics of a group and working together. Probably outside of my comfort zone initially, but we very quickly adapted to being around as a group and working together in the yoga studio. Lynn's been amazing. Her knowledge is encyclopedic, her enthusiasm is infectious, and she's just a very happy, lovely person to work with. So I feel very grateful to her for giving us this opportunity.
Well, I came to this yoga retreat because I'd never been to a retreat before. I really enjoyed my yoga, and Lynn suggested she was doing a retreat, so I thought, yeah, this is something I'd really like to try. So I kind of came with an open mind as to what I would get out of it. I hoped I'd, improve my practice and learn different bits and pieces. And what I found, yes, I've improved my practice, learned new things, but what I found the most is a real nice companionship and atmosphere with all the other people who've been on here, and I think that's one of the nicest things. It's been a really growing experience. It's been really fun to spend time with all these people. So yeah, for me it's been an absolutely positive, brilliant experience.
Well, I've come on this retreat to have a bit of peace and quiet and do some yoga, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been a really good experience. We've had a fabulous time, and I feel like my yoga has progressed a lot. It's been great.
I came to this retreat with great expectations, really, because I've been on different retreats before, and I know that by coming together with other people, that sort of generates energy, and you can gain a lot more because of that. And also by doing a concentrated amount of yoga hour after hour, day after day, then you improve. Well, you hope to improve over the weekend, and that's definitely been true and accurate. I feel loads better. I feel much more. I feel healthier, and I feel like my posture's really improved. But also, I think the fact that I've only been doing yoga a short amount of time, and other people that are here have been doing yoga for years and years and years, I think the fact that Lynn has managed to bring us all together so that despite that disparity in knowledge, we've all really gained, or it feels to me that we've all really gained from coming to this weekend, because Lynn is very intuitive and clearly understands, well, from years of experience of doing yoga herself, clearly has a great way of teaching, but also she sort of I can't think of the word, where she hones in on the problems or the issues that each of us have got, and it's almost like magic. How does she know that that bit there is not working properly or in the right position? But she does, and I think she also has made the weekend really enjoyable. It's been fun, and I feel like I've learned a lot, as I said earlier, and I feel really open across here and very relaxed. And I think the thing for me to take away is, no, I still don't know the whole form, as I wouldn't expect to, because I expect it to take a long time, but I feel okay about that. I feel like I've learnt stuff and I can move forward, and I would definitely come again if there was ever another opportunity.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will hope to see you back here, perhaps in sunny weather where there's a swimming pool and hammocks. And tonight, if it doesn't rain, we will be sitting around a fire pit after dinner, enjoying the glow of the fire, wrapped up warm outside in the Sussex countryside, sitting on the edge of a beautiful cliff next to the sea. Thank you so much. Please comment, like, subscribe. If there's anything you'd like to know, or anything you would like on a retreat, or any more videos you'd like, let me know. I'm more than happy to share to help everyone. Thank you so much.